Today we have the President of All Nagaland College Students Union, Mr.V. Vitso. Yes, welcome to Dimapur today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, Mr. Vitso, before continuing with our further questions and all, first of all, I would like to ask you, how was your tenure and how was your experience as a President of the All Nagaland College Students Union?
Yeah. See, the All Nagaland College Students Union, I feel we were blessed and privileged to be the tenure during this pandemic time. The responsibilities were very challenging, at the same time very overwhelming. So we were thrown into a situation that we have never faced before. So it demanded the best out of us, and then we were also compelled to perform in many various ways. So I believe and I would say that the tenure we have had, it was very fruitful, challenging, and very positive.
Okay, Mr. Vitso, can we know that what is the biggest challenge for the students in Nagaland?
See, now the students community with the new academic curriculums, the new academic horizons, now with new policies, the students, now it is not about who is better in memorizing, but now the new policies demands the smarter brains. So we have to be innovative. So the greatest challenge for the students is that we have to be innovative and we have to think out of the box to perform better.
Okay, Mr. Vitso, do you feel like we need more colleges in the state?
Of course, we need more colleges in the sense that colleges with various degree courses, because for now we are limited to certain courses. So more colleges means that we will need more colleges, as in providing more courses to the students. Yeah.
Okay, there are people who say that leaders of student organizations, they get sold off to politicians. Sometimes they get bribed, okay, or many a times leaders of student organizations are being used by the politicians for their personal benefits or for their personal ambitions. What's your opinion on that?
To be frank, I have never witnessed in personal that a student union or a student leader has been bribed or being utilized by some politicians. Of course, in between one to students organizations or individuals in the capacity of being the leader of that union, maybe they are being utilized or maybe they are being bribed. But once they are being utilized or they are being bribed, I don't think we can consider them as a student leader or as a student body.
Okay, Mr. Vitso, can we know the criteria to become a president of the ANSU, All Nagaland College Students Union?
For ANSU, we formed the electoral college from the colleges affiliated to ANSU. So from these affiliated colleges, we get the recommendation from our respective colleges and we come and participate in this election. So provided that we are a regular student when we first enter the platform of ANSU, and provided we have the continuity, and provided the college still recommends us, then we are eligible to contest for the post of president.
And yes, can we know about the outcome of the Fellowship Polytechnic NEQP program?
NEQP, Northeast Quality Improvement Program. This program comes under All India Council of Technical Education. So this scheme is extended to the polytechnic institutes to help them grow. So Fellowship Polytechnic Atoizu, they have received this NEQP fund. So the funds that they have received, 3.70 plus crores were received by the KPA. But then the ANSU failed and found that the activities undertaken through this scheme were not satisfactory. So we appealed to the government and later we demanded that there has to be an inquiry committee so that this committee would probe and then find out whether the implementation was befitting or not. But for us, the implementation was not satisfactory. So that is how we have demanded that the government should set up this inquiry committee.
So can we know about the outcome?
See, this issue was pursued in the year 2019. In the year 2020, after much demand, after much protest and agitation, in the month of October, the inquiry committee was constituted with 3-month time period. So the committee members were supposed to bring out the report and then disclose it to us. But in this 3-month period, the committee, of course, they brought out the report. But then the report was not satisfactory. So we again appealed to the government that the report does not substantiate any of the findings. So we ask the government to re-investigate and relook into this matter. So the government again constitute a review committee, and the review committee have also went in and then inquired about these work implementations. The review committee have brought out the report, and the government have also accordingly put up this report for process, and then the Yangsu is being informed as to how the review committee have brought out the report, and then we are being informed about this report. However, the issue cannot be concluded just at a glance or at a go. We have to thoroughly go through the report, and we also have to compare this report of them and the findings of ours, and later on, in due course of time, we will respond to the government again.
Okay, can we know about the decade-long Jotsoma Science College land issue?
Jotsoma Science College land issue, it is a long pending issue. If I were to mention about all these issues, it would take much time. But in a nutshell, the Yangsu, during our tenure and before us, our seniors have also continuously pressed this issue. And now this issue have come to a logical situation. Of course, it is not concluded in toto. But then most of the issues that is arising out of this land issue that has been addressed. And for example, the PhD department, they have occupied some 2.8 acres of land in this Koima Science College Jotsoma land that has been returned to the college. Then the RCMPA hall that is there. Now the area being occupied by them. The vacant land has already been returned to the college, and the building as well. In due course of time, it will be returned. Likewise, the other portion and area of the Koima Science College Jotsoma land, it is in process that it will be settled for once and for all.
Okay, this is your last tenure? Last year?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your message to the upcoming leaders?
The message to the upcoming leaders is that let us do the right things in the right way, and most importantly, in the right time.
Okay, there are people who say that a student organization, instead of working for the welfare of the students, they focus more on the politics, active politics. Itu of Nikiko.
See, that is a personal choice, but as a student body, as rightly said, we should not involve in politicizing our issues or our agendas. It has to be very clear that it has to be for the benefit and interest of the students' community. So maybe in some point of time, some organizations, some leaders does involve in such kind of activities. But I believe that those genuine student bodies and leaders does not do so.
Okay, as a president of ANSU, are you satisfied with the functioning of the government colleges?
See, I cannot say that I am satisfied. Of course, the government is doing the needful to cater the need of the colleges and its fraternity. But there is always room for improvement, and I would urge that the government and department puts more time, effort, and resource in the upgradation of our higher education.
Okay, yes. In your tenure, you have submitted one memorandum to the central government, I believe, for upgradation of technical colleges. So, how was the response?
See, we are yet to get any response, but then we have appealed the union ministry.
Yes.
And then this same copy of the letter is also being handed over to our concerned minister and the honorable chief minister as well. So we hope that in due course of time, positive actions will be taken in regard to our representation.
Okay, this is my final question for you. Okay, after college or after graduation, after completion of the studies, students, they say that there's a scarcity of jobs, okay, employments, government sector or be it private sector. And yes, we also know that many of the youngsters, they live for mainland India for jobs, works and all. Itu opod of Nikiko.
You see, the answer to this question is very simple. That no matter whether we have a degree certificate or not, it is a choice of any individual or every individual. That if we wish to earn and if we wish to be employed, then it depends on us. No one can stop us, and no one is stopping us. There is no regulation or rule that I cannot be employed or I cannot find a job. But then we are not ready, or we are not in a position to go and start working any of these employment opportunities. So unemployment, I think there is a choice, or to be employed, there is also a choice. So we have to make a choice whether we wish to be employed or not.
Okay, we were asked by someone to ask you this question, saying that as a president of the student organization, okay, how can we solve tribalism in Nagaland?
That is a very tricky question. Anyway, to solve the tribalism factor in Nagaland, I think that will be very challenging. But the love for one's tribe or the love for my own tribe, that is always supreme and superior than any of the other tribes that is in Nagaland or elsewhere also. So the love of our tribe should remain, but that same love and concern, I think to be very blunt, cannot be extended to all the tribes. But the love of our tribe should not make the other tribes feel inferior. So with that mentality, I feel tribalism can be erased.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. Yes, please do subscribe and follow up. Thank you.